Hello, welcome to the Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. It's springtime and it's time to unwrap these honey supers that we have stored here on the moth crystals. So I want to get the top off, pull the duct tape off, get all the chemical out of here. If there's any left, it may have all evaporated by now. And I'm going to set these outside and let them air out for about a week, and I'll probably put them on the beehives next weekend. So we'll get started. I have a video where I put these all up so you can see how I've done that. I'll put a link to that in the information on this video. This inner cover up here is just basically for weight to push down on this plastic to make a seal. And there's still chemical in here. Get you a close up of that. You can see there the moth crystals are still quite a few there. So these don't evaporate as fast as the kind that you get from Man Lake that's more of a fine granulated. Maybe that's the difference. It still has a pretty strong smell, so I assume it's done a good job. We'll find out when we look at the frames. So basically I set that on top of a queen excluder, a plastic queen excluder. I don't use these for anything except, I don't use them for excluders, I use them for other things. But so this is one of them. Just set it on there for that to be a place for that to sit, and the fumes can pass down through into the bottom. Just set this aside for now. Take a look in here at our frames. This is one that's full of comb, and I don't see any wax moth evidence at all. Clean as can be. I see a little bit on this one. Looks like there was one on here. That probably happened before I got the crystal on. Looks good. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Okay, so these have a pretty good aroma of that chemical on them. So you don't want to put that on a hive right after you've pulled them off of there like this. So I'm going to set them outside and get them aired out. The duct tape is around here to make a seal so the fumes can't go out from between the cracks. And it's also sitting on a piece of cardboard down here to make a good seal in case the concrete floor isn't completely level. So that keeps all the wax moth crystal fumes inside around these frames. So here's the next one down, and all the crystals are gone off of this. And I see a few wax moth larvae, like wings, dust. So I want to take a look in here and see what I see since all that chemical's gone. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to evaporate. Looks good. There's a bee in there. Yeah, I don't see any problems. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start taking these outside. There's the last one. Just a little piece of propolis broke off. So this one's all gone too. So I know part of that had those crystals, so I'm thinking the crystals on top had that plastic right on top of them, and that lid was sitting on it, and I could feel it pressing against them. So that pressure and that plastic against it might have kept the air from flowing around it, so that top set of crystals didn't evaporate completely. But I can still smell it pretty strong in here, but there's none on here either. So the bottom two were totally evaporated, and the top one, it didn't look like it used much at all. So, and I know I did use some of the original Man Lake on part of this. I have to go back and look at that video to see which one. But I'm going to go do that and check that out. May have been both of those, I don't know. I don't think it was though. But this is mainly foundation. I don't see any signs of moths being in here at all. This is the very bottom one. Looks fine. Okay. Got some wasps, and there's actually a dead moth right there. And a few bees. There's couple of dead moths down there. Starting to attract some bees out here because of the smell of the honey on these. Before I stored these, they sat outside for 2-3 days for the bees to clean them off, so there's like virtually nothing left in them, but they do have that aroma. So that's it for this video. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, if you would subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. And it's a really busy time of year for beekeeping, and I'm behind. I still have to rotate about 10 hives, and once I get those rotated, probably next weekend I'll put these on the hives that are ready to super. So I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.